Hey there everybody, welcome back to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. In the last episode, we finally defeated Lord Crump! And now in this episode, we're going to continue on with whatever intermission that the game has to offer. And we finally obtained the final Crystal Star, the Crystal Star. Yeah, I know, it's weird how the name of the final Crystal Star is actually called the same exact name, but you know, what are you going to do? It can't really change how this game flows, you know? But anyways, Bowser time!
Well, here we are. Now where's that stupid Postly Sanctum? A Crystal Star's there, right?
So they say, you're preaching-ness, and lo behold, there it is now, right behind you. Oh. Well, that was easy. Well, crap.
Great, about time. Something worked out for old Bowser. In we go.
Alright, but before we go ahead and do that, let's talk to these fine fellows. I say, I like to mount a large animal horn in my foyer to hot. Oh my goodness gracious, you have terribly fine horns, don't you? You great thing.
What? That's disgusting. Get away from me, psycho. You can't have my horns.
Wow. Can Bowser? Yeah, Bowser can't jump. Not until Super Paper Mario. Eek! Oh. Oh, she doesn't say anything else. Okay. Is that really a... okay, whatever. Hello. Oh, hello there, guy. Postly Heights is nice on a warm afternoon, eh? What's that? You're a great evil king, are you? Really? Yeah, you know, guy, I think maybe you got a little too much sun. Wow, alright. Alright, what's these bombs gotta say? Ooh, look, my heart trembles. The fountain so elegant. It is art at its finest. So very observant as usual, my dear Globob. Indeed, surely this is the artist's art. Yes, dearest, one cannot measure its worth by coins. That is what makes art art. And yet, the filthy rich always seek to define art with their ill-gotten coins. Yes, they seek to buy it, yet how can one appraise what the eye cannot perceive?
Whoa. I don't have a clue what you're talking about. You people scare me, seriously.
People who don't understand artists in a nutshell. Wow, you're big, mister. What's your name? I'm Businessman of Legend.
I'm Bowser, Businessman of Legend. Fear my accounting.
Oh, a businessman like business trip, bribes, and brown noses? Oh my. Wow, tough life, huh? So, mister, are you in charge of the coffee maker or what? Wow, alright. Then. Okay, so how we getting through here? Because in all honesty, this door is kind of locked. Are we just going to break it? Are we just going to break it? Or what? What are we doing? It's locked. It won't budge. Oh, look at that. Apparently, Bowser is the master of unlocking.
Talk about lucky. I guess rage really pays.
Actually, it really doesn't. Half of the time it does. Half of the time it doesn't. But don't rage, kids. You know what I'm more so impressed by the replica is the fact that it also has that glistering still. Like, that's impressive.
Gah! At last, I've gotten my mitts on a Crystal Star. Yes!
Impressive work, Lord Bowser. You're the absolute best star-getting guy. Yes, indeed do.
You there! I have you now, villains. You are coming thieves, aren't you? Aren't you? My eyes never deceive. What are you implying? I'm no little thief. I'm
Koopy Koot.
I'm the great Koopy Koot. I'm taking this mess with me, and I'll bore you to death.
Okay. I see. Unfortunately for you, that's a red herring. Yes, a fake if you want it. It's yours.
What? A fake?
Indeedly do. And also disappeared too. That's impressive. But look at this fancy display. The pedestal and everything is so posh. If it's a fake, then where's the real one, huh?
If you must know, I gave it to the real one, to Luigi. You have got to be kidding me. You mean to tell me that Luigi beat me here? Those Mario brothers are the most annoying brothers of all time.
They're the only brothers you know. How bothersome. The fact that we keep being outmaneuvered is disturbing. But where in the world could Mario and his brother be heading? Where?
What's that?
Lord Bowser! Oh, it's a Goomba.
Ah!
Paragoomba, what are you worked up over? Not reporting, sir. Ma'am, sir, ma'am, whatever. Mario's collected the 7 crystal stars and is headed to the 1,000-year door.
Oh, what? The 1,000-year door? What the heck is that?
The 1,000-year door, an unbelievable legend, and treasure is behind that door.
Urgh! And I'm going there too, immediately, and I'm gonna ruin Mario.
Okay. And there are the wonderful Team Rocket. Will you now? Luigi, well done, lad. Way to not fail. Yet.
Thanks.
Save all progress. Yeah, sure, why the hell not? So far, the recording hasn't really messed up, and if the recording does mess up, then post-commentary, ahoy! But until then, we are fine as is, and we don't have to worry. But yes, that was, so that segment with Peach being captured, that was our final Peach segment. We finally got all 7 crystal stars, yes? Now we can open the 1,000-year door. But, what's up? We still don't know where Peach is. I think I might have a clue. Well, let's head back to Roleport, I guess. Professor Franklin might be able to help us find Princess Peach. Yeah. Gee, I really hope nothing happens as we're escaping. That would be terrible. Actually, doesn't something happen? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. What's the floor we're supposed to go on? Sub-level 2. We're actually not supposed to go to sub-level 1. I mean 4. We're trying to go up. We're trying to go into this general direction. Actually, I thought there was something. Oh, that won't open. Oh, apparently all the X-Nuts are also gone as well. Okay, this is strange. I guess we can't go back this way after all. Let's look for another way. Another way? None of these doors are opening. Huh. Like, none of them are open. Like, at all. Alrighty, that's foreboding as crap. I guess we are going to sub-level 4. Onwards to sub-level 4. Why are all the doors closed? Oh, I guess we'll probably find out some information about why it's closed by actually meeting a certain old friend of ours. That's right, we're actually going to meet him. Hopefully he's... Ooh, it's dark in here. Where are we? Sounds like when my computer boots up. You are Mario, are you not? Oh, you remember our name? It is pleasant to meet you. I am the main computer of this fortress. I am Tech. I must tell you something. That is why I brought you to this place. Princess Peach. I'm so sorry. Most of my data was erased, and my main power unit was shut down. Now running on backup power, with only Siege. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Ugh, computer talk too much. Mario, you know that Peach is not here. Well, we kind of figured that already. Please save Peach, please. Princess Peach is with Grodus in the Palace of Shadows. Oh, that sounds foreboding. I had to tell you that. Really? Whoa. Palace of Shadows sounds like something that belongs in another game, but we'll get to that later. But backup power failing. Mario, use the teleporter room to get back to Roleport. Teleporter room is on sub-level 2 of the fortress. I will release the room lock. Thank you. Princess Peach is in the Palace of Shadows? Please hurry. There is barely enough power left to activate the teleporter. I will cease all function to send power to the teleporter for you. So essentially what it is that if you did not get the Feeling Fine badge, or if you don't get the Feeling Fine badge or the star pieces or anything in this area, you can't come back here. Yeah, so this is actually one of the only chapter areas you cannot come back to, because until I met Peach, I knew nothing of love. Well, do not worry about me. I'm just a computer, just a machine. Mario, you must save Peach. I ask you, please, and tell her. Yes. And she just thank you for me. Aww. We understand, Tech. So, Hurry to the teleporter room now. Mario, save her.
You got it, Tech.
You're not gonna do anything stupid, are you? Tech system failure reported. Oh God, why? We have to say Peach for Tech too.
Oh yeah.
Why is this room red? Man, I don't like it when the music stops, man. Jesus. That's creepy, man. But yeah. Tech is basically giving us one final hurrah. So yeah, once you've already completed, be sure they've gotten... Okay, don't quote me on this. I think that it's a point of no return because the only way to get back here is by using the cannon. But I don't think you can get back because I didn't see anywhere else for us to getting back. So I guess once you've already completed the chapter, you still have some sort of freedom to be able to go ahead and get everything if you haven't gotten it yet. So try to be sure to get everything before leaving here, because once you leave here, you cannot get anything else anymore, and I don't think you can come back here anymore. So yeah, it's basically your final hurrah. So let me see. Let's see. Unless, this place kind of like explodes or something. Then I can kind of understand. Peach, goodbye. Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. So all the things that are there are gone now because the place exploded. You cannot get there anymore. That's it. Okay. Well, excellent. Yeah, place exploded. Did you hear something just then? No, not really. It doesn't react whatsoever. Apparently, it doesn't work. Yep, and Tech is officially gone.
What if it isn't Mario?
Oh, hello.
Oh, here, son.
How'd you get here?
You brought the crystal star back from the moon with you, didn't you?
Yes.
What?
Talking to my good ear. The X-Naut Fortress was on the moon, eh? So Princess Peach was there too, I assume. Well, yes, but the X-Naut boss took her and took off to the Thousand-Year Door. Just a bit ago, I smelled some rank air and went to the Thousand-Year Door. I saw a suspicious fellow in a cape go through the door with Princess Peach.
You didn't do anything?
Are you serious? Didn't the legend say that all 7 crystal stars were needed to open the door? Believe me, I know, but I'm quite certain of it. I saw it with my own eyes. I have a very bad feeling about this. Very bad. Princess Peach is in danger. Time is short. You must go to the Thousand-Year Door and rescue the princess. I'll run ahead and meet you there. Don't dwiddle. Alright. Well, you know what? The professor has a good point. But the thing is that once we've activated the Thousand-Year Doors, give me a minute. Got like friggin' tweets about probably like something about E3. Final issue. Report today is in a shocking series of events today. Local authorities report that Zesty, age 55, delivers a left hook on the jaw of Gadabout Flavio. Really? You're going after cougars now? Well, I don't really see Zesty as a cougar. I kind of see her as a... What is Zesty? I mean, her age is 55. I probably shouldn't go into detail and probably should shut up about this. Late this very afternoon, our investigation has revealed that the cause of the feisty fisticuffs may have been Zesty's anger that a shipment of gourmet ingredients spoiled on the dock because Flavio had held up... Oh, wait. It's Flavio. Never mind. It's that idiot. I thought it was, what's his face? The French dude. Flavio's the guy with the ship, dude. Held up the dock crew with the marathon 2-day tale of high seas adventures. While Flavio is recovering from temporary memory loss, okay, well, that's disappointing, Zesty has already been approached by the Glitz Pit talent scout Don Goombati. I think the kid's got spunk. We'll take the world by storm, said Goombati. So Zesty was so badass of punching Flavio in the knocker that she is getting... alright, whatever. Shot reporters go. This week we have an explosive exclusive on the shop in Far Outpost, Northwind's Mart. It's so cold there that all the merchandise is frozen to the counter. Just kidding. The smiling shop manager showed us a fascinating variety of goods as the sweet-faced Little Miss explained, "It's cold out, but I do best to explode inside. Shop to warm place. Up, duh." So come on in. This place is big, too, folks, so we haven't even seen all of it yet. Come on down and see for yourself. Cooking for Rookies. This is his final installment of Cooking for Rookies. Just make sure we leave just with a smile on your face. Our last recipe will be for the couple's cake. Just simmer spicy soup for a few minutes, then drop in a snow bunny. And presto, before your very eyes, the mixture will congeal and take in form of a cake. Probably spelled that wrong, but whatever. Said it wrong. Eat it with someone you love. Editor's note. This is it, dear readers. The final issue we have at the RDM office we here at the RDM office have enjoyed every minute of our hard work to bring you the best news and features. May we meet again, perhaps sooner than you think. Are you implying that you guys show up in Super Paper Mario? Because in all honesty, I actually don't know. These guys actually show up in Super Paper Mario. If they do, cool. If they don't spoil it for me. Because I don't really know the story of Super Paper Mario at all. So, published by Roadport Restoration Committee. Excellent. Wait, I've got to read this one? Ooh, long time no spook. How the hell did I miss this one? I probably ignored it so much. Unless I just got this one. This is actually from the Ghost Tea dude. How he basically possessed somebody. In fact, if we go all the way down, yeah, he basically possessed that is the stuff of nightmares. Alright. It's cool. Yeah, you go ahead and haunt that boy, young boy. But anyways, once we've put in the final crystal star into the 1,000-year door, we'll basically be at the final dungeon of the game, which is called the Palace of Shadows. Alright, so here's the thing. I was thinking of doing the Pit of 100 Trials right away. Problem is, I myself am not fully prepared for that. So, I'm probably gonna do something like, I'm probably gonna finish the game first. And then, Vivian, you okay? Kind of clipping through that. Okay, alright. But yeah, I'm kind of gonna finish the game first. That way I can showcase the final few trouble missions that we have to do, which are probably going to be sped up, considering the fact that most of them are going back and forth like a bunch of idiots. And the other thing is that with the Pit of 100 Trials, I myself have to actually probably grind out money to be able to go ahead and get some healing items before going down there. And I don't really want to go ahead and do that right at this point. So for right now, we're going to gain a few of our final few levels as we go through the Palace of Shadows. After the Palace of Shadows and after the credits of the game, we're going to it's going to be a while before I actually do the Pit of 100 Trials, because in all fairness, I kind of do want to just finish the game and kind of want to do the Pit of 100 Trials on the side, since the Pit of 100 Trials is essentially just going to be the extra video. It's going to be the extra video. Same goes for the mini games that the parlor has to offer in Don Pianta's casino area. And I guess a few other things that needs to be shown in Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door. I'm not putting the 100 Pit of Trials as part of the LP, because here's the thing. Most people don't really do this, but I kind of feel that the Pit of 100 Trials is more of an extra content, considering the fact that it's basically you fight the pin ultimate boss in the game, the pin ultimate secret boss in the game. But other than that, I do not want to go ahead and do it right now, because first off, I am ill prepared, and yeah. Oh, we have 7 Shine Sprites. That means I have to find a little bit more. We have to find 2 more, and then we'll be able to upload Flurry and upload Miss Mouse. But anyways, before I end this episode, we have ourselves this guy here, which we can pay 5 coins each to be able to go ahead and tell us a tale. 5 coins to be able to know about this entire story, the backstory of the 1,000-Year Door itself. So let's go with the story, shall we? For mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tales. Sure, why not? Tell me the deets. Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, thus was a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of an old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. And its den, its palace, grew rich with the treasure stolen from all over the world. Alright, well, that's one. Yeah, tell me stuff. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. Petal Meadows, which is essentially the area that we basically went to in the first chapter of the game. But now we're about to get into the dragons and dungeons. The demons built a dungeon near its palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. Yeah, and the demon also had 3 dragon pets: Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. Now, remember that, folks, for future reference, that we have fought Hooktail. We have yet to fight Gloomtail. And we don't know what, and we also have never fought Bonetail yet. But where could the last 2 dragons be? Well, we'll find out soon enough. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow over all. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. It's funny too how Paper Mario Thousand Year Door specifically makes dragon-type monsters be fearful. And that's kind of funny because dragons usually are always the most fearful beings in anything. I mean, hell, Monster Hunter does it with everything being called brute wyverns. But then there are also things called elder dragons, which are much more intimidating than the average monsters. One day there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm, but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke, but when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the land and reached out, the young toad used his strength and honor to defend his people, and he became a hero to all despite his odd voice. Oh, that's only one of the heroes. And now we're going to get the introduction of the 4 heroes. There was a wise Goomba from Boggly Woods, gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts rose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them, and this Goomba who knew the way that every monster would attack. She began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. I kind of like to think that this Goomba also had the Sharingan. Just saying. A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt and banished it with the shell and sheer bravo. I'm about to say bravado, not Bushido. Jesus. The monsters grew to fear this scar-riddled Koopa who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set for him by the monsters. But then a Boo who fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo's last. Aww. And now for the 4 heroes. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. We cannot destroy this darkness alone, she decided, her face a grim mask. When we need the Toad hero of Petal Meadows and the wise Goomba of Boggly Woods, the Boo's magic drew the 4 heroes together to send the demon from the world, and so the 4 heroes finally set out for the Palace of Shadows. You know, it's actually interesting about the 4 heroes. It kind of almost little bit reminds you of the 4 warriors of light in Final Fantasy. It's probably not what they were going for, but it kind of feels like that if you kind of read it, if you kind of read into it. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan and set it in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars and succeeded in badly damaging the beam. The beamin'? Can you tell I wasn't really scripted for this yet? The beamin'. Well, but even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars in that dire hour. She suggests sealing the demons forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strength with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. Wouldn't that mean that us collecting the crystal stars might actually be a bad thing, and also taking them with us to the Palace of Shadows might actually be bad? Just saying. I mean, mind you, it's kind of a double-edged sword considering it also sealed it as well, so... The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all, kind of similar to Castlevania Simon's Quest. While holding the crystal star, they feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world, scouring the stars so the seal would remain, but the last 4 stars each carried the curse which claimed each hero. But yes, the 4 heroes are essentially the 4 boxes, the 4 black boxes that helped Mario. Why they sound so mischievous when they were basically saying, haha, fools, I cursed you, or whatever, I don't know. In all honesty, I really don't know. I kind of like to think some of their personalities were kind of different, though. Because, I mean, I don't know which box of hero is which, however. Like, I just kind of like to think that each and every box was the personality of each of the 4 heroes. The hiding place of many of the crystal stars have now faded into legend, but some say that the wise Goomba hid one in the great tree, which is what we found in Chapter 2. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby Boggly Woods. Not really much monsters, only 2 of them to be honest. The tiny punies were always tormented by their fierce apprentice. It was said, pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the great tree for the punies to live in. The punies were so grateful that they were swore to protect the crystal star there. And that's basically why the punies that's why the elder puny specifically knows where the crystal star was located, while the others kind of didn't really know where it was because they were basically youngins. Once the Boo heroine hid her star in the steeple, she was trapped in a nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. And that's kind of how we found that crystal star. Why Dupless lives there, however, you got me. But it also ends up explaining as to why Boos reside in that area to begin with. Dupless does not interact with the Boos at all. But if you notice, there are a bunch of Boos in that area that get pissed off at you if you end up harming them. Kind of really end up saying that the Boos were also trapped inside a treasure chest for some reason. I don't understand why. But the Boos basically literally live in that steeple. So did the hero Boo as well. Sadly, we don't see her, which sucks. The Koopa hero went to a southern island to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in the inescapable chest. But Cortez did not realize the power of the star and lost it among his treasures. Which basically ends up explaining as to why Cortez was so shocked as to why we wanted the star instead. Cortez basically doesn't remember that he stole the star from the Koopa, so he doesn't really know anything about the crystal star at that point, considering the fact he's dead now. The strong Toad held his star and continued his arduous journey, but eventually the miles took their toll upon him, and he collapsed. A traveling healer happened by and saved his life, but the Toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box when the star was gone. So he asked this healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. And essentially where that one ended up was basically, that one essentially probably, and it says it's a secret that's not known to no one. I kind of like to think that that's the crystal star in Postley Heights, because you kind of wouldn't really know where that's located unless, you know, somebody who owns it. Because remember, the Detective Penguin didn't really know where it was. So, you know, it had to be hidden behind somewhere that nobody would actually guess where it was. So, you know. I don't know. It's probably that one, or it's probably someplace else. I know it's not the one that Hooktail had, because that one was eaten. So, yeah. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that Palace of Terror. But as the years passed, entire generations forgot, and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became the populous harbor of the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure, but they were unaware that the demon slept beneath them still. And we're soon about to figure out what's actually in it, but first, we need to know about the magical map, which is the final story. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, obviously, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So before going to their inevitable doom, they made a map to all the stars, and to prevent an evil force from misusing this map, they placed it in a box that could only be opened by the pure of heart. And that is basically the reasoning behind why Princess Peach is needed for practically the box itself. But Princess Peach has a bigger role, and we're going to find that out once we head to the Palace of Shadows. So before we head to the Palace of Shadows, I'm actually going to prep myself up to be able to go into the Palace of Shadows and not get my ass kicked. If there is another Luigi segment, I don't really know if there is. I'm going to just see. Wow, this was actually a long episode for no reason. It's just me just reading. And honestly, you could probably just skip that, as I already said it right now, so you've already end up staying put and listening to my banter, so you ain't got no choice. Even though you probably could just skim through the video and probably just click it off immediately as soon as I started reading the damn thing. I don't blame you, and I'm gonna cry. But anyways, guys, yeah, I don't really see Luigi anywhere. Where is Luigi? Luigi might actually be in the bar somewhere. That might be the only place I can think of where he might be. Or he might be in the inn. We'll check the inn, and then we'll check the front area of Rogueport and see if he's there. If he's not there, then whatever. Oh, I should also mention something. A little bit, something about Luigi real quick. Flavi, you seem fine. Anyways, I should mention something about Luigi. You know, oh, there he is. Okay, well, you know what? I already read enough. Nah, we'll just finish this up. Let's see the adventure of, oh, of course, me. I'm done questing for now. Yep, I scaled Hate Song Tower and the other day and rescued the fair Princess St. Clair. Oh, that was fast. That's one adventure I'm never gonna forget. Nope. It was just too exciting. It was just bonkers, bro. Wanna hear what happened? Yeah, come on, give us. Sounds good. Ah, okay, good. Tell us about the last story, Luigi. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, and this part is just crazy, but here it goes. Hate Song Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff. Okay, beyond the northmost sea. The winds whistle down in the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there, blocking out the bone-chilling howls, and somehow managed to reach the towers. I was terrified, but thought of Princess St. Clair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly opened to reveal the inconceivable darkness. I tried to call out Princess St. Clair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. Ganon? The Chestnut King! Oh, crap. Himself appeared before me. He was monstrous and drooling. Ew. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melting the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. What did you do, punch him in the nose? I dodged the king's fang and jumped into his chest and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center into the chestnut skull. Hope powered me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it. This is it. I thought I could win this. I'll risk it all on my next blow. Okay, it's kind of sounding like very freaking anime, dude. I gripped my hammer tight and waited for my moment, and tension stung me. Shwak! The ocean winds rage against the tower's window. With that sound as my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... What? I beat him! I defeated the Chestnut King, and even worse, Beast came next and Nightmare Thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess St. Clair, it was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch, and that's about it. Huh? You think there's more to the story than that? Not at all, that's it. That's the whole story of the quest of Princess St. Clair. The end. My adventure won't end here, bro. They'll never end. Alright, first off, you're lying. Hey, you, remember me? It's me, Bluey. Man, that last battle was hairy. You have no idea. I was burnt to a crisp, but I was actually kind of relieved, if you can believe that. But if you want the whole story, you should just ask Luigi here. I already asked him. Not only that, Luigi's kind of hiding a bit of the story because he didn't really tell us what happened with him and Princess St. Clair. Alright, so let me mention this before, because I'm not going to actually do it, because in all honesty, this book is... Okay, the book is not even here. Great. The book is, you know that Luigi book that we found before? If you buy that book, it basically gives you kind of like alternative, actually no, I think I know what the book is. The book is actually in that area where we met the professor, where we met the professor at. But yeah, the book actually gives you an alternative version of Luigi's stories. But the thing is that it kind of ends up telling you what actually happened between Princess St. Clair and Luigi. I'm just going to say this now. The Chestnut King and Princess St. Clair are an item, and Luigi felt sad, and that's why he's back here. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. If you want to actually know more about the Princess St. Clair and Luigi and the Chestnut King nonsense thing, I do recommend getting the books, because the books kind of do give you like the alternative story that Luigi leaves out, because he does leave out a bit of the story, which sucks. I might actually showcase that in an extra video, because in all honesty, I don't want to showcase it here because I don't want to spend any money. As of right now, this will be like the second to final. Well, I'm not making the final area in 1 hour. Oh God, no, that would be ridiculous. But we're almost at the end game. In the next episode of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, folks, we're gonna head to the Palace of Shadows and rescue Princess Peach and finish off Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I've been CCX, and I'll be seeing you guys in the final episode, or the finale few episodes of Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. We're almost at the end, guys, and I can't wait until we beat up whoever the hell is actually trapped behind that door. CCX, over and out. Laters.